Alright, my dear lads. We're live. Yeah, we are live. Okay, welcome back to Naval Action. Of course, as usual, we're in the peace server. I still prefer it here, of course. We're on board the War HMS Implacable. We're at Christianstead. Okay. Right then. So, okay, we're at the map. Okay. It's been a while actually since the last time. But at least right now we're back. There were just so many things I had to do. Uh, within these last few weeks, but now I've already accomplished all of them. Yes, so don't worry. And now we're back. Okay, so yes, we're on board the War HMS Implacable. Already have 2,600,000. More than 2.5 million. Just looking for some ships I can get. There's a Christian here. What else? Ooh, victory. Hmm. Okay, let's leave then. Let's... Where am I supposed to go? We can probably sail west, let's see. Okay, entering open world. Just really hope that this works. So HMS Implacable, of course, a third-rate ship of the line. Originally a French ship. Yeah. Captured at the Battle of Cape Ortegal. Just a few weeks after the Battle of Trafalgar, of course. It just involved capturing some of the French ships which were able to escape Trafalgar, yes. Only to be only to be intercepted by another British fleet, yes, off Cape Ortegal. And here she is. Actually, originally Du Guay-Trouin, that's the name, French ship, Du Guay-Trouin. Yeah. And after captured by the British, were named to HMS Implacable. Yeah. There's a Fappen von Hamburg over there. Not really inclined to fighting against ships of the same size as me, so a third rate, or of course anything larger like a second rate or a first rate. No. Probably fourth rates. That's what we're going to try to be fighting. That's what we're probably targeting right now. Okay, and probably later I will, yeah, swap over to my HMS Victory. Yes, of course, it's my favorite ship, anyways. Oh, this one as well. Yes, HMS Implacable. Yeah, we should actually probably head eastwards. Yeah. Ooh, there's a victory over there. There he is. First rate. Vasa. Third rate. Mm-hmm. Bellona. Oops. The Groventer. Surprise. We can probably attack that USS United States. Yeah, we will. This one. Right here. There we go. That one, yes. Pirate. Actually in a bit of a wind disadvantage here. I have the leeward gauge here. So what that means is, so of course leeward gauge, the enemy is, I mean he actually has the wind. The wind is pushing the enemy to us, yes. But if we wanted to of course to close in, it's going to be hard, yes. Whereas if we have the weather gauge, then that means, well, the enemy has the weather gauge because he has the wind. He can, of course, he will just simply be pushed to us. Yes. So we're going to attack this. Okay, entering combat. Hello there, sir. How we doing? What's your name? See you on man. 2435. Hello there. Okay, we're already in the battle. Okay. It shouldn't really be much of a hassle at all. Come on, we're in a third rate ship of the line anyways, fighting against, well, super heavy frigate. Yeah, a fourth rate. There it is. And he's not even using the same guns for, he's not even, yeah, he doesn't have the same guns which we're using. Remember that we're a ship of the line. Always consider that ships of the line have, of course, bigger guns. We're using 32-pounder guns as our main armaments, whereas he's just only using 24-pounders, I think. Yeah. Okay. We should be in battle sails. Okay, he fired at us already. Alright. As you can see, I've already done more damage to him. Yes. Okay. Nice. As you can see, he's already about to lose his starboard structure. See? We have more than half still. Great advantage of, yeah, of course, great advantage of a third rate. I mean, yeah, of course, a ship of the line. Okay, open fire. Ano nakita mo? Wait, I was just talking to my mom, by the way. Okay, so yeah, we're just exchanging broadsides. It's our hull. Okay. Not bad. Soon enough it will sink. There we go. Now I'm going to expose my starboard side. Yeah. So yeah, left is port, starboard is right, if you may recall. So my starboard side I'm going to, of course. Alright. Okay, nice hits. Okay, of course as expected he's really... Yeah, he will fire to our sails, our rigging, yes. Maybe I can probably stern rig him, I think. Let's see. Probably what he will do here is If ever he broadsides me with his starboard guns, yeah, he will definitely, as you can see. That's the time he will turn. Yeah, let's see. And thus expose his port side. Let's see. Well, as it turns out, he did not. Fine. I fired in. Yeah. I'm just relaxed. And this is probably the time he will expose his stern. Okay, yeah, his stern indeed. Uh, so starboard guns fired already. Then yeah, he will turn, as you can see. He's turning. Then this is the time I can stern rake, of course. Cross fingers. I just hope I can pull this off. Yeah, that's a good stern rake. Just in time for me to kill him. Nice. Yeah, look at those. Those are hits. See? That's very good. Teak frame, oak planking. Okay. Here's my HMS Implacable. There we go. Oak frame, oak planking. Staysail refit, copper plating, and master gunners. Not the best build, of course, but already decent enough for what it is. There we go. And 9,693. Not bad. There's a Wappen von Hamburg. Okay, a ship of the line. Although it's a 4th rate, yes, I can definitely attack that. Okay. Well, that Legroven termite get tagged anyways. No worries. I won't allow that. Well, even if he gets tagged anyways, he will just escape. That's the thing. Just make sure that I engage this Wappen von Hamburg, of course. And yeah, for those of you who are asking, would I actually ever try to do a demo um, regarding boarding? I actually never recommend boarding at all. If you could actually just destroy the enemy anyways, then destroy it. Yes, that's all. Yes. And they're not even worth capturing anyways, that's the thing. Okay. Admiral versus Commodore. Okay. English versus French. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, full sails. Depower. That's what I tend to do. Although later I will turn it to battle sails anyway. Yes. There he is. Convergence water, of course. Yes. Okay, I've already done more damage to him with that. Okay, not bad. Although I'm sure that he's also using the same guns as my ship, so probably 32 pounders as well. Although in a smaller vessel, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm correct. Actually, you know what? This could actually probably help. There we go. So all my crew will be concentrated on only the port side guns. Of course, I just deactivated the starboard guns, starboard batteries, in favor of the port batteries. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That was a decent broadside there. Not bad. Starboard armor already gone. Oh, okay. Battle sails active. Okay. let's not forget, he might actually even fire to our rigging at our sails, and we don't want to get rigging shock. So just stay at battle sails as we get closer, of course. Um, Concentrate on the starboard guns this time. Yeah. Okay. See? Yeah. He actually aimed higher to our sails and rigging. Our mast, sails, and yeah, the rigging, of course. Okay. Fire. Most of his shots just missed their mark. Okay. Focus on the gunnery. Okay. There we go. It's real furious. Okay. Pretty good. He's already dying anyways. And probably later we will be doing some of the more insane battles. And because lately, um, Most of the battles I've been doing were fleet battles, you know. So I'll demonstrate later how I was able to do that. Okay. Well, of course, already on board HMS Victory. Yes, by that time later. Yes. I mean, probably after this battle, or probably I will be doing another battle after this. Before that, okay. Okay. Yeah, he's dying already. Okay. Probably by this time he's already leaking. Yes. Yeah. Those of which are misses. This is already enough, I think. Let's see. He's dead. Yeah. Nice. Mhm. We can probably do another battle before we swap over to the HMS Victory as a first rate. Or if not necessarily the Victory, actually, probably, of course, we can also use the Ocean, although, yes, 'cause the Victory is actually my favorite ship anyways. Saint Pavel! Oh my gosh. There's actually no way I will be able to fight against that. It's actually far too risky though. Ligroventer. Vasa. Hmm. Saint Pavel. Vasa. Okay, we can swap ships right now. Okay. I might probably be using the ocean. Yes. L'Océan. So yes, the French first-rate L'Océan. The largest ship I have, yes, since I don't have the Santissima Trinidad. Nor is it still available. I don't know actually if I don't think that the Santissima Trinidad is available during these times. That's why I was actually just able to get myself a L'Océan instead. Yes. Yeah. Probably going to sell most of these things I have in my ship currently. So sell all these. Already have 2,749,000. Not bad. Already closing into 3 million. Yes. After only a few weeks of grind, should it? Well, it's just days, should I say? Since all the things I've been doing are just battles, yes. And I was already able to get all this money. Already made myself a profit there. Good thing. Okay. Where are they? There we go. This ship. Um, I would probably have to move it over to Higway, where all my other ships are, including the. I actually have 3 victories here. Yes. I just have to sell all these. After all, I can, of course, I can get all these through battles, obviously. Yes. So, okay. Lucian, uh, tow request, Higway, yes. Ship successfully towed, okay. All these, yeah. HMS Joel, that's a victory, of course. HMS Jam, same thing, victory. And this one, yeah. For the most part, what I've been using, this purple one, yeah. And finally, this one as well, Lucian, okay. So, let's head there to Higway. Now, um, let's look at this first. Okay, um, set as main, Warlocian, of course. Warleocian, okay. Now I would have to move all these here. Although I can buy some, of course. Still don't have much though. See, I have so many upgrades here. Good thing. Okay, and this lotion being in a very good hull livery. Look at this. Yeah. At least good thing I have this. Yes. Well, I bought this already with this color. Yes. Good thing. Okay, 42 pounders, 12 pound. Okay. These are good enough. Okay. So let's leave port. Okay, entering open world. There's a third rate. There's a Vasa. Yeah, my most powerful ship here. Yeah. Oh, there's a victory over there. Yeah, we can. There's a Bellona here, and there's that victory. So it's actually heading towards that ship. I don't know. Well, well, it ain't. Not really. Sorry. There's actually more ships over there. There's a third rate. There's a Vasa. Hmm. Okay, we're here. We can actually do a 1v1 anyways. Yes, why not? There we go. First rate. Yes. Oh my gosh. Could you just literally imagine yourself being on that Vasa only to be attacked by this massive first right here? Well, yeah. I'm pretty arguably this might be the my most beautiful ship here. Yeah, my most beautiful ship. Even though, yes, me personally, I'd actually rather choose the way that the Victory looks. Obviously, I still prefer it, but this one, yeah, really beautiful as well. Look at that. Um, okay, the power. And because all the guns I'm using are long guns, of course, I actually have decent range here, so I can theoretically be able to hit him even from afar. So let's see if that's the case. Oops. Don't know what happened. Okay. That's okay. A bit too far. Oops. Got logged out for some reason. It's alright. Only thing I hope is that I'm still alive here. It actually happens sometimes. I just really hope it doesn't get repeated again. Jeez. And most importantly, I don't lose this ship. I just have to stay in battle sails anyways. See that? Yeah, hits. Good thing. Probably I have to get closer. Yes. I'm already getting pounded to my starboard. I don't want that. Okay. F5. There we go. Okay. Have to be in battle sails. Turn a bit to port. I'm just too far, that's why. See? Hits indeed. Is that all you can do? Huh? Although technically this is not the L'Océan, you know. No, it's not. You know why? Because this is British. And if you're going to look historically, there was actually an ocean class first rate captured, I think at the siege of Toulon, I think. Yeah, an ocean class first rate. Um, because if you're going to look at the history of the ocean class first rates, okay, there were actually two initial ships. Etats de Bourgogne, which is the L'Océan herself. Yeah, Etats de Bourgogne, the ocean herself, yeah, later to be renamed to Ocean eventually, of course, and the Commerce de Marseille. The the latter one, the Commerce de Marseille, would eventually be captured by the British. Yes, indeed. And that's this thing. Because as you can see, it's British indeed. Yes. Now I know. Still an ocean class first rate though. Yes. Yeah, I've already done so much damage to his hull, as you can see. Well, his port side armor anyways. Yes. And of course, definitely bigger than the even HMS Victory, of course. Actually, even compared to the Santissima Trinidad, yes, this is bigger. Yeah. If you're just going to look at the tonnage of these three ships, okay. Let's start with the Victory. So the HMS Victory, 3,500 tons. Yes. Santissima Trinidad, 4,900 tons. Yes. This ship, the Ocean class first rates, any of them, Ocean, Lorient, Commerce de Marseille, any of those ocean class first rates, of course, they're just sister ships anyways. They actually exceeded 5,000 tons. So Santissima Trinidad 4,900. So a bit short of 5,000. This one definitely 5,000 tons. Yes. So which one's bigger? Of course, this one. And an arguably better platform, should I say? A better, yeah, absolutely a better ship overall. Heavy, big, yeah. Sheer firepower, of course. Sheer size, yeah. And why I'd actually rather choose this over the Santissima Trinidad, yes. Whereas the Santissima Trinidad, that's actually all that is going for it, the 4 decks. But historically speaking, that was not even a good ship. As we've seen in most of the battles she fought in. The Battle of Cape St. Vincent, Santissima Trinidad was almost captured by the British, you know. Yeah, she actually did strike her own colors, so she surrendered, but only to be, helped by the Príncipe de Asturias. Yeah, another Spanish first rate, alongside the Infante Don Pelayo. So yes, only to be saved by those two ships. That's why she was not captured. Yes. But at the Battle of Trafalgar, we know Santissima Trinidad was captured. Yes, indeed. Although a few days later, of course, during the storm, she was scuttled. Yeah. Very sad loss for a monster ship. Yes. Although of course the oceans themselves, well, for example, Lorient, yeah, yeah, Battle of the Nile. She exploded. Yeah. Again, fighting against the British, of course. And of course, both battles, Cape St. Vincent and Nile, Nelson was there. Yeah. Yeah, alongside Trafalgar, of course. Yeah. I also like this ship. Although yes, the victory still because of course striking a reputation and for being Nelson's flagship at the Battle of Trafalgar. Yes, of course. And I actually still personally prefer the way that looks actually compared to this thing. Yes, it's really a beauty. But this one is also a beauty. Yes, don't get me wrong. It has more firepower. The victory is actually more on it's faster sailing. Yes, but if you really wanted more of the size itself, Um, I'd actually really definitely recommend this ship still, yes, for that. Sheer size, sheer firepower, of course. Yeah. Come on. Come on, turn. Oh my gosh. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Take that. You're a nice ship as well. Wow. Yeah, I actually already almost lost my both my port and starboard armor. Oh, it's just my mistake anyways, and of course, because earlier, yeah, I got logged out for some reason. Probably internet connection indeed. But at least right now, we're back. Yes. About to kill him indeed. Still did not really fire the 42 pounder guns though. That's the thing. There we go. Wow. Yeah, he's dead. There we go. Lost my starboard armor. Yeah. It's okay. We defeated him anyways. Yeah. Ooh, master sailors. Sailors. Wow. Fatigue. Here's mine. Ocean. Oak frame, oak planking. Okay. Now we can leave battle. And yeah, we can... So that was a 1v1 battle, obviously, but I'm actually really trying to make it into a fleet battle anyways, where there are lots of ships engaged. Yes. There's a Bellona right there. There's a third rate. There is a Victory. Okay. Bellona. Okay, a whole fleet of Okay. Of course, we cannot fight that. We don't want to. Victory. Saint Pavel. Bellona. Saint Pavel. Well, hoping for a, Lotion and victory. So my ship, accompanied by a victory, of course, fighting against probably a victory as well. Yeah, probably a first rate. So two first rates versus one. Yeah. Well, as you can really see, there's and yeah, my ping is 1646, as you can see here. Bit of luckily it happens. I probably expect myself to, see that. Hope it, yeah, it actually happens momentarily, anyways. It just really goes to show just how awful internet connection here is. Actually, yes, you know. Don't worry. Now we're back. Ping is 410 for some reason. There's a third rate, Vasa, Victory. Mm-hmm. Saint Pavel. Well, there's that Saint Pavel heading to us, anyways. If any of these ships get in, in that circle, you know, we will attack that ship, and hopefully, yeah. There's a third rate here. Let's see if this ship actually, gets in the. Hmm. There. Yeah, so this third rate. So that will also get tagged in, that Saint Pavel. Let's see. So two versus one, huh? Yeah, there he is. Losian, Saint Pavel versus third rate. So two giants, a first rate and a second rate, fighting against a third rate. Jeez. This is unfair, I know, yes, of course, it is unfair. But this might actually really mean that, so I will just literally, well, I just hope that it will be the case anyways, where he will just stay in between two British ships, so me and that other one, so we can just engage from either side. Yes, so okay, I just hope that that's the case. That ship over there, yeah, Saint Pavel. We just stay in battle sails. Okay, so yeah, focus on the port side guns. And of course, a full broadside. Yes, definitely. Just hope that he actually fires his guns. Well, he will. Anytime soon. Yeah, there we go. I can see. There we go. Nice. Just what I wanted. There we go. The enemy in between us. Nice. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Now let's see who's on the right this time. There he is. I don't have to worry anyways. See that? Okay, I'm already getting, you know, some damage to my port side. So now for my starboard, yes. Always protect yourself. I won't worry. He's sinking anyways. Now he is sunk. Now, yeah, he left. See that? The enemy, of course. There we go. Nice. Sailors. We just put it here. There we go. Large. Third rate. There we go. Leave battle. It's very good. Now the ping is really high. As you can see. 2644. Ah, there we go. 396. Back to where it should. Yeah. Vasa. The Groventer. Third rate. Saint Pavel. Currently there are not much ships which are, you know, not much big fleets. I mean, of course the enemies have, like that one over there. Yes, but for a British fleet, there's none. There's only that one, as you can see, third rate, but there's no, there are no fleet ships. Well, this one has Vasa and USS United States. We crashed. Saint Pavel, Le Gros Ventre, third rate. Let's see how much we gained. Yeah, 2,869,000. Yeah, my goal for now is to actually turn it into 3 million. Yes. There's a Vasa over there. Bologna, third rate. Okay. Saint Pavel. Vasa. Although I really probably do think that there will be more ships right here. Sometimes I actually end up here actually in Macau, so okay. Let's head there, although I don't have the wind yet. Yes, I don't have the wind. It's okay, we can just simply tack anyways. There's a third rate. There could probably be more ships over there actually. Further north, I think. Yes. Yeah, further north. Alright. Saint Pavel, right there. Okay, let's head back to our home port. Let me just resupply. Yes. I think it's 1992 as you can see. Really high indeed. I'll just have to resupply and let's head back to, of course. And besides, we don't have the wind heading north actually. So of course head a bit east and towards Macau. Yes. Okay. We're in the shallows. The only problem with big ships, obviously, yes, being having to deal with their massive size, and thus because being a big ship, it really needs a deeper draft. Obviously, what that means is the part of the ship which is underwater, so it has to be deeper, obviously, so it can store more of those weights. Yes, ballasts. Yes, just to make sure that this ship is yes, stable. But at the same time, if the water is too shallow, yeah, you get stuck. You get stuck, obviously. So let's head back to port. Okay, there we're here. Okay. And as usual, yes, sell these. Now we're at 2,930,000. Okay. 2,930,000. There we go. And sell these. I actually don't really need them right now, unless I actually have a new ship, although all the ships I have here already have upgrades. Yes, that's why I currently don't need any of these for now. Yes. Okay. Well, probably we can already swap over to the victory. Yes, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Okay. Okay, we're here for HMS Victory. Set as main. Yes. And we can probably also use the Agamemnon as well as our fleet ship. Yes. Okay, why not? There we go. HMS Agamemnon. Yeah, it has. Good thing it has. Okay. There we go. And yes, I also need gunpowder. Yes. At least there's many here. Yes. Okay, 100,000 for gunpowder. Well, that's already more than enough anyways. For as many battles as we can fight, obviously. Besides, I already have 2,763,000. So I only lost a bit. But I promise, this live stream will never end unless I, I mean, of course, I won't let this live stream end until I already reach 3 million plus. Okay, 3 million. So that's why all the battles, of course, all the battles I can do right now, I'll definitely fight them. Yes, of course. There we go. And of course, with help from our HMS Agamemnon as well. Also, another ship which Nelson himself loves, obviously. Yeah. So yeah, during the time when he was still a captain, before he was the commodore on board the HMS Captain. Yes, HMS Captain indeed. At the Battle of Cape St. Vincent, when he was still a captain, he used to commandeer this ship, and he loves it. Yeah. So there we go. Victory, Agamemnon. There we go. Okay. St. Pavel, victory. There's a victory over there. Good thing. There we go. This actually sure is a perfect match. Yes. We only have 63 crew. And we don't have medicine at all, sadly. There's a Vasa. I can just head here. Yes. Hmm. So yeah, we just have to move here. There's a Bellona, there's this ship here, Victory, okay. There's a Saint Pavel, which is an ally, yes. Don't want to fight a first rate currently, no. Maybe later, let's see. Yeah, just to seal the fact that we can have 3 million already. Okay, there's a third rate. Saint Pavel. Bellona. Victory. Yeah, just look at this ship. HMS Victory. Well, of course, being a yeah, obviously, originally being yellow, yes, but I just turned it into this one, white already. Yes, it just literally made it even cuter. Oh, a surprise! Hello there, Captain Jack Aubrey. Yes, Jack Aubrey indeed. Master and Commander. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Bellona. Vasa. The Groventer. Third rate. Oh, there's this third rate here. Yeah. Yeah, there's actually just very few ships currently. But when I'm lucky indeed, yeah, when there of course there are times where I'm lucky and I could stumble upon British ships. Yes, of course NPC ships, and they have like seven uh large fleet ships. Yeah, indeed. Actually, even 10 fleet ships. Yes. Yeah, one of those battles, of course, a few weeks ago. Yeah. That ship over there is heading away from us. Well, meanwhile, there are these two. Maybe we can fight these. This victory here. I don't know actually. I mean, okay. I would take it as a yes. Yes, indeed. I definitely have to. Fingers crossed. Oh my gosh, a first rate. Yeah, indeed. But if you're considering we're actually being accompanied by a Saint Pavel and of course our fleet Agamemnon. Okay. So 3 versus 1. Okay. Why not? Oh my gosh. First rate. Oh my gosh. This would actually really spark a panic indeed. Oh my gosh. I just hope I win. Jesus. Woo! Victory, Agamemnon and Saint Pavel fighting against, of course, victory, a pirate victory. Well, of course. And as Commodore Norrington said, of course, Pirates of the Caribbean, I'd rather see her at the bottom of the ocean than in hands of pirate, of course. So we should clearly think this. Clearly, obviously, a British ship captured by pirates. Yes, I'd rather see her at the bottom of the ocean than in the hands of a pirate. Yeah. Okay. So, oh my gosh, this is so as usual. F5. There we go. Especially considering that my ship is oak frame, oak planking, and this is for those of you who are not aware, oak frame, oak planking. That's quite of a. It is quite strong. Don't get. Yeah, I think maybe, but well, it ain't. Still not actually. I think no. But the number one risk here is fire. Yes, indeed, fire. So that's our main problem, main concern. Fire. Okay. Ah, shit. Are we screwed? Double shotting, I think, will help. Yeah. Know what happened? There we go. This will be hard, of course. Yeah, I could really need to engage him from his port side because that's already the side where he's, you know. Oh shit. Just don't fire to my Agamemnon or else your stern rake. Can I actually stern rake him? Huh? Oh shit. That's weird. Ugh, come on. The situation is not helping, obviously. Connecting to system. There we go. We're stuck here for some reason. That's why, for the most part, I actually refuse from fighting first rates because of this. Yeah. Ah, shit. Well, I just really hope it's not that awful, you know, because see, it's taking longer than usual just to load me back into the game, into the battle. Yes. See? Well, there's the St. Pavel anyways, which is, of course, going to fire its guns. Yeah, it does. I was just about to stern rake him, actually, and all these just... Uh, wait, should I actually stop the game first? Okay. Come on. Let me in. Connected, okay. Finished. Start. It's really slow, actually. Although if I lose this battle, then... hard lesson indeed for me. Shit. Well, I'll just temporarily stop the streaming, okay?